Whether you like it or not, you see Easterners, you must love yourself. Whether you look up here, I am not against all this Biafra or whatever. Before you say Biafra, love yourself first. Look at people, check it.
The Igbos area of strength, now they talk about this money, they are productive. They are industrious. I discovered the Igbos, they are productive. And they don't need to depend on anybody for them to survive. And anywhere you put the Igbos, they go turn out to a city. Put Igbo man for desert, it will turn that desert into a productive land. Now, how I said no. If you check the Bible, the three wise men, when they come see Jesus Christ, when they're born, the Bible said they men from the east, which means good things actually come from the east. And if you the Igbos has been marginalized. That is the truth of the matter. Now, who are they killing? Now, they are killing the Igbos for no reason. Just because they said they need freedom. You are sending soldiers to go and kill them. No. Don't they have right to their freedom? They do. They do. They do. So, my people, I just want to beg you now. Una way you want to comment. You no need to point finger. Just listen to what they talk. You don't need to point finger. You don't need to say, but no, just sit down, listen to what they talk. Then ask yourself a question. Which Apostle Alfred they talk not true? But the problem is a sentiment. No go let us sit down and think. Sentiment, wickedness, pride, fear. It no go let us really think over which they talk. So, every region get their area of strength. The Igbos area of strength, now they talk about this money, they are productive. They are industrious. I discovered the Igbos, they are productive. And they don't need to depend on anybody for them to survive. And anywhere you put the Igbos, they go turn out to a city. Put Igbo man for desert, it will turn that desert into a productive land. Now, how I said no. If you check the Bible, the three wise men, when they come see Jesus Christ, when they're born, the Bible said they men from the east, which means good things actually come from the east. And if you read your Bible very well, the wealth where Solomon flowed for Bible is from the east. And if you check all the greatness, the great men all over the world, they are from the east, which is an Igbo man. Now, Igbo man go fit convert 10 naira to become 15 naira. All these are the good attributes of the Igbos. When it be said, we really need to sit down, look at the qualities of the Igbos. I also discover, say, Igbos, they don't carry people land. They don't come area to collect your land from you. They go fight, they go kill. No. Anywhere Igbo man wants to stay, he dey buy the land. He go buy the land, he go pay. And as he pay, he go do a business. Remove Igbo man from business. From any business, that business will crumble. Now, like Welu's peppers, 95% of the people they work for Welu, where they spare peppers, they be Igbos. Now, if you go like 85% or 90% of the people they sell peppers for a care, they are Igbos. Now, imagine you pull out Igbos. Igbos decide to pull out their business from this area. That area will become a danger zone. It will become a desolate city. That is the reason why anywhere you put Igbo man must be productive. Funny enough, the Igbos, they don't even depend on oil to survive. They don't depend on oil to survive. And every region, every tribe get their own bad parts and they get their own good parts. But this morning, now the good side of the Igbos. Now I want to talk about the good side of the Igbos. Just as the Igbos, the Benin, they're good. That's what the Igbos, they're good. And one thing I discovered about the Igbos, anywhere they enter, they make camp to become a mini London. Go north. Go check where the Igbos occupy for north. It's a sight to behold. Why? They believe in development. They don't believe in, let me go and destroy that area. No. Their owner to go to that area. They open up the area. They open. Like for my area for 𝗙𝗫𝗊, the Igbo people will get houses for that area. Go and check. They buy. They buy. They don't say because they do this business, may they collect your land from you. No. No. They buy, they paid for it. It did not be like the other of our brothers. When it be say you go plant farm, they go carry cow will come to destroy what you they do. So that they go be say now only them, now you they get food from. But for the Igbos are not like that. The Igbos are not like that. In fact, if you remove Igbo from Nigeria, let me say Nigeria will crash. Make we talk about it. If you remove Igbo today, come up from Nigeria, Nigeria will crash. Why? Because the wealth of the nation is in the hands of the Igbos. Forget those Hausa people. Forget them. The wealth, when the developmental strive of this nation is in the hand of Igbos. Why is it said that they fear to make the president? Because these people, they are creative. The Igbos are creative. And we must talk about see them be. Now, with my little research and relationship, I discover say the Igbos, they are productive. Anywhere in the world, they can convert things. Most of these China with the same phone, we talk about everything. The Igbos they produce them. Now go Unewi, who they produce motor? Igbo man. But our government not feel support them because not be Hausa man. Now what about airpiece? We get airline. Go and check the thing they use their hand they do. We're gonna go check what their hand they do. So that's the reason why we must all gather ourselves together to ensure, say, the Igbos, as they fight for their freedom, make them fight for their freedom because they have been marginalized. Because they have been marginalized. So this morning, I know they talk about BIAFRA, whether I can't talk about those things. No, I'm not after that. What I'm after this morning is that they make we really know who the Igbo be. Make we know. They are productive.
Time has come. People are shying of where they're coming from. I am from Esinite, Mbise, Uhala, Udo. That is where I came from. I am proud of where I came from. Anything you ask a Yoruba man in his language, he speaks in Yoruba. Education started in the West. But as an Igbo man, anything, because his fellow Igbo is there. Oswaragi, yo man, I don't know what you mean, man. Rubbish. You are with your fellow brother. You are speaking Fune that you cannot spell. You cannot write. Akwamua, Abegum. Whether you like it or not, you see Easterners, you must love yourself. Whether you look up here, I am not against all this Biafra or whatever. Before you say Biafra, love yourself first. Look at people, check it. Who are those envying Ritabbi? Ask yourself. But one face. One neck and quarter the step out the abo. Hey! 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 Somebody shout the believe in a man.
So, beloved, I believe we heard what Prophet Ritabbi has to say, an evangelist Alfred has to say concerning a lot of Igbos, and they need to allow these people to go, and they need to stop unaliving them just because they feel like they're a threat. And there are some few things I just want to talk with us on this video concerning the Igbos and the Eastern. There's a lot that is actually happening in Nigeria, and any little thing they say that Igbos are the problem, they are the one causing. I remember this protest that came to pass, which was on the 1st to 10th of August 2024. They say there are Igbos that are actually sponsoring this protest, and which is not true. If you I came across I think that was a broadcast, which I think it should be on Twitter or so, about over six or something. These are youth. These people are frustrated of life, and almost all the ethnic groups are there in that broadcast, and they were dishing out what they are going to do and what Tinubu's regime has actually done to a lot of people. But they intend to put the blames on the Igbo. And there's some things Alfred actually says that actually got me interested, that they should leave these people alone. And because the federal government understood the assignment and the reason why they don't want the Igbo to go, I always say this: Igbos are notorious businessmen. They can go to a typical village and turn it into a city. Why? Because they'll tell their brother, one name, okay, there is money here, oh, irrespective of her, no electricity, no road. I'm talking about my place for example. If you're an Igbo person that you've been to Agatu before, let's say 𝗘𝗙𝗔𝗧𝗨𝗥𝗘 towards 𝗒𝗡𝗔𝗡𝗟, you know there are Igbos up to 1,000 from my local government to this particular place I'm calling. Like, there are in my village there are more than 50 Igbos, and they all have stores. Then talk about the market days that they have to come all the way from Onitsha to that place to sell their goods, which are clothes. Because my people, once they farm produce, like let's say this season egusi is coming out, groundnut is out, and pepper are coming out, once they sell, they want to go and buy clothes and show off, and the Igbo man is there to sell clothes to them and make his money and go. So Igbos are kind of strategic, and they don't care whether this place is in the heart of the forest. They will go so far. There's exchange of goods and services at the end of the day. These people don't care. They will be there. So imagine that kind of a person, and then you're telling them that they are not going to survive. What made you feel they will not survive? They would definitely survive and also thrive on their own. And I feel like that is the threat the federal government actually saw, and see that, oh, if Igbo should have a nation of their own, that means all the Igbo people are going to pull out and actually develop their own land and country and their own resources. They will come. Like, imagine a child you gave birth to, and that child prosper more than you. It's not all parents that can actually handle it. There's a story that my dad normally tells us that it's his dream to actually see that his children could accomplish things that he dreamt of accomplish that he couldn't do. Like, his children should go to greater heights. But there are some few people that he has met, they don't want their kids to actually prosper more than them. They see them as threats. And I'm like, how? He said yes. And I said, Dad, are they not the one that give birth to these people? Why wouldn't they want them to try? Because yours is yours, theirs is theirs. Like, you people are too different. And he said yes. That should tell you the level of the heart of man is full of evil. Some people don't want their kids to grow more than their mothers and father. It's not like it's just only father or something. And he was just telling me and my brothers those stories back then. And I began to actually see reasons with him in terms of this BIAFRA and Nigerians saying no, they cannot give them freedom. 𝗙𝗌 Nnamdi Kanu has been locked up for almost how many years now, and everybody is agitating that this man should be released. Even the High Court ask him to go home, that they don't find him guilty of any charges and all those things. But the government are cooking up stories every time to make sure that this man is locked up. And I believe I did a video, a prophecy on this channel concerning his health, how he's going to be released and his health is going to fail him, that we should pray for him. And a lot of people came under the comment section, and there's a comment that actually caught my attention that says that it could be that the federal government has injected him with something and they don't want us to know. They will release him maybe a couple of years later, he died. The way they do this thing, it kills you slowly, but you don't know. When you go to seek medical aid, they don't detect anything until that thing take its full effect, and then you're unalive, which I see reasons with him. I've watched movie, I've come across things online like that, and it may happen. And I'm not saying that it will happen allegedly. I'm just saying, you understand, my own opinion. That is just it. It's not like that is what they are doing allegedly. So let's just pray, and Igbo will thrive. Forget about that they don't have oil. Forget about that they don't have mineral resources like we all claim that they don't. These people are going to thrive. That is one thing you need to know. And they are the type that want to develop anywhere they are. Igbos invest more outside than their own particular land. So I feel like Biafra will actually give them that sense of human that says that, oh, you need to develop your own. You need to make your own good first before you can actually go outside to tell somebody to sweep his or her own home. You cannot develop outside and then when they come to your house, it's trash. Then when you open mouth to tell somebody that, why are you leaving your village house litters and all those things, they will also tell you that you don't even have a house cookma in your village. So how do you do that? So these things are things we need to actually pick from and say that, okay, it should be something that Nigeria should be proud that if they bet the Biafra and at the end of the day is doing way better than Nigeria, it should be a thing of joy that you gave birth to something and then at the end of the day that particular thing is doing 100% well. And that is why the Nigerians are scared, because they knew that Igbos are going to pull out their monies, their funds, everything out of Nigeria, and at the end of the day is going to crumble the economic sector of Nigeria even more worse than it is right now. As you all know, Nigeria is owing to the point that 3 private jets were seized. And I'm like, just look at it. Tomorrow you want to caution blame or portion blame on somebody. You don't have a plan. And I always say this thing, Peter Obi would have done better. That man would have cut a lot of courses down, but they knew what he was about to do. That is why they never want him in power, because he was going to step on some toes. And all I was praying for was him to be alive, for God to protect him. And I know that, see, once somebody is on assignment, there is nothing you can do to affect him. And he would definitely, I pray he comes back 2027. I'm rooting for that. I'm the type that I've never cast votes all my life, but this time around, I'm going to vote my vote, honestly, because it's Peter Obi. I knew that he was not going to be elected as president because there are forefathers to be actually bribed that to tell you that, and they are scared of the Igbo to their guts, because they feel like if an Igbo man should actually come on that seat, he's going to change the narrative of Nigeria, and then he's going to also block a lot of funds that are going out of Nigeria illegally, like funds that are being stolen on daily basis, mineral resources, materials, and everything. He's going to put an end to it, and they were scared, so they feel like, let them bring this person on board and actually have their way. Then when Peter Obi want to come and contest, let him come and contest and win. They don't care. You understand? See, those 4 years is enough space for them to do the undo. So there is nothing you can take from those people at the end of the day that will actually, they just okay, just imagine what they discover about how many tons of gold from a mouthpiece of a governor. And you think Nigerians, politicians and leaders are not criminal, cold-blooded criminals? That is what they are. The country is complaining that they have gone, very soon Nigeria will go bankrupt. That is it. And if you know, that will be the end of us. Chinese will come and take over. But instead of Chinese to take over, why not our own flesh and blood to be there and put things in place we say we don't want? And now all of us are suffering it, especially we, the poor man. We are the ones suffering it. We are the one at the receiving end. It's not these top politicians. It's us. So me, I'm praying to God that, God, please let your will be done in my nation, Nigeria, at the end of the day, because things are going out of hand in a way that we cannot understand anymore, and it is bad whether we like it or not. Let's call the spade a spade. Our problem is not the Igbo man. Our problem is politicians. If we really want Nigeria to stand, if not, let it be split into 7 regions, so that everybody can manage his or her own affairs. Our farmers are not getting enough support from the government to help them with their farm produce. Okay, the seed that they buy from abroad to say they want to give to farmer, they don't see it at the end of the day. And we can maintain our local seeds that have been passed down from generation to generations. Okay, give us what will support it. They say no. Sometimes farming season is over before they will bring fertilizer. How does it work? How do you expect people to cope? How do you expect things to grow? You don't even look into the agri sector of the nation, and you feel like it's only oil. One day this oil go dry up, and all of us, our eye go open. Shebi na oil, everybody they get power on top. But it's well at the end of the day, Sha. That is just what I want to share with you guys after hearing what the man of God has to say, and also the issue of the Igbos. Nigeria is not being fair to the Igbo man. Let's call the spade a spade. I know they have their own problem. They have their own handful there, brekete. But that is not what we are here to actually talk about today, like he said in the beginning of this video. So that is just my own honest opinion and thought after hearing what they have to say. Let's be fair to one another. We are one, no. Whether Igbos, Hausa, Yoruba, anyone. That is just what I want to say. Our own. Is there an outsider that will come and cover? Very soon, Chinese will come and take over our country, our lands, our mineral resources, our produce and all that. Maybe they can regulate it more better than we can do. Maybe. I don't know. But, how could they watch the see, since they carry us go where we know. That is just what I want to share this morning with you guys. And please don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, share with family and friends. And also don't forget to turn on the post notification bell to get notified whenever I drop a new video. And if you're a returning subscriber, I want to use this opportunity to say a very big thank you. Thank you for always tuning in. And thank you for always watching my video. God bless you as you do that all the time. I'll see you in the next one shortly. Bye for now, guys.